I've also got to put in... Sorry folks, just a couple more minutes. I've just got to put people's usernames in. And we will introduce this very soon. I'm sorry for the slight delay here. I'm literally having to manage a number of different things all at the same time right now. Good evening, Revs. Hope you're doing all right. And good evening to everyone who's looking so far. I'm literally prepared. Well, I have prepared, but I've got to make some slight updates to a spreadsheet which will contain all the drivers' names participating today, because the starting positions for race 3 will depend on how many points each driver's got. And, well, not the starting positions, the amount of ballast people have to take on board. So I want to make sure I get that done correctly. But we will be there very soon. And good evening to you all. So I think I've got everybody who's taking part on the list now, so we're just going to give it a little bit of time. Just got to get all these sorted. 1 second. Must admit, I've had to make some amendments at very short notice. Not complaining. We've got everybody piling in. That's good to see. Alrighty, good evening ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul TX141 Walsh, also known as Britain a Spit, depending on what media you follow me on, and welcome to another Gran Turismo Sport live stream. Today we're doing something rather special in this live stream. We are running a charity race event in honour of the Pilgrims Hospices of East Kent, a charity that is in the United Kingdom, particularly to the region of Kent, which is a charity that I'm personally affiliated with. Bit of a long story short, they looked after my father when he was in the final days of his life with stage 5 bowel cancer, whereby the charity's main focus is essentially to assist the families of those who have a relative who's coming to terms with end of life. Now, what that means is they don't just do work in terms of supporting the person who is nearing end of life in providing them with the creature comforts that they best deserve to meet end of life and in a sense the next plane of existence, but also in terms of the families and helping them through the situation, providing counselling and just making sure that the transition and seeing the loss of a loved one is something which, whilst it is of course terrible, it's in the least unbearable way possible. And it means a lot to me, the charity, because of the work they did to help me and my mother out when my dad passed away on the 18th of August 2019. And I've heard about their work for a number of times. I've been following their work for the last couple of years, and it's really incredible what they do. So this is our method of giving back to that charity. We do have a donation page open, which if anybody in the live stream chat would like the details of it at any point, I will post it in there. In fact, I will chuck it in there right now. The link for the donation page, I'll just give him page. But we're doing this for the charity. We're all here to have fun, and that's what it's going to be all about. So, not expecting any donations off of anyone. We've had a good number of donations prior to the race. So in short, our target was to hit £100 in order to do a third race. So we've got 3 races lined up tonight, and we shattered that as of yesterday, exceeding £100, and we're almost, I think we're now at £200. So we're doing great. We've doubled our expectations. And yeah, it's just gone really well in terms of all the warmth that's been shown, and by the guys who are going to be racing tonight. There's up to potentially 16 guys here, including myself, and that's going to be fantastic. And so it really is, it's really going to be a special event tonight. Now, about the event itself, whilst the guys are going around and getting warmed up, and I should perhaps do a little bit of warm up as well in a minute, what is going to be happening is that we have got start checks, so making sure everybody's able to pull off of the start-finish line at the start of the race, because they're all grid starts, these races. Those will occur at 7:45. Then at 8 o'clock, we have got qualifying for 10 minutes. And then at what will be qualifying for 10 minutes, now approximately 10 past 8, 8:15, we get underway with race 1, which is a 10-lapper, so it's a sprint race. And then after that, so it's going to be about 15 minutes long, we'll go straight into race 2, which will be the endurance race, so a 20-lapper, which is about 31 to 32 minutes long, with a bit of a strategy element in there. And last but not least is the third race, which is another 10-lap sprint race. But the difference will be the top 7 drivers will have additional weight applied to their cars, which I've got a spreadsheet out of shot in terms of the webcam in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. I've got a spreadsheet just out of shot where I'm going to be updating that as we go, so that's why there's going to be some delays between the races where I'm updating that to keep track of everybody's points, because there will be a winner at the end of all this, albeit there's no prize for winning other than the fact you won the event. It's all about having fun here and everyone taking part. So we've got 12 individuals in here so far. The track is Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit, and everybody will be running around in a BMW M4 Group 4 car. We've picked this car, simply put, because we're doing something in honour of British Touring Car Championship, BTCC, which my dad was a huge fan of, and I wanted to use that format. So all the cars have been tuned to 299 horsepower and have their base weight of 1,365 kilograms, or 3,009 pounds, if you want to convert it over into the old Imperial system. The idea being that we've got a heavy car here which you can throw around, as that guy Revs is throwing around back and forth on the run up to Hawthorns, I believe that is. And yeah, just have good fun with the car. You can brake late on it, and let's have some fun. Let's have some shenanigans. And as Fuji, good evening Fuji, has said in the chat, let's have a great race. So with just under 10 minutes to go before we start our start checks, I am going to get my racing gear on. So I will be 1 second. Alright, I've got the balaclava on, the racing balaclava, and hey Darcy, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, and we will get the gloves on just before we get started. So I will just let everybody know that we have got 5 minutes to go. Yeah, we've got the good old racing balaclava on, and also I have to get the keyboard out at one point. We are missing a few people, so I'm just going to give people a heads up to hurry up if they're still joining, because we want to get the start checks done. There are a couple of drivers who are going to potentially join literally just as we're about to get started. So we're missing Name of the Moon. So we've got me, I've got MDC, got Marky Marks. Marky said he might be late to the start check, so that's fine. We've got Dimco, we haven't got Moon, we haven't got Fen at this point in time, so we're still waiting on Fen. So I'll make a note of that. So yeah, it'll be a bit quiet initially, folks, so apologies if you're expecting us to jump straight into the race, and it's not going to quite work out like that because we do have to get everybody sorted out and organised. But we will get underway as soon as we possibly can. Make sure you steal the win, yeah. Nah, we're going to have a really mixed field. And I've set everybody a target. If they can hit a 1:29, so a 1 minute 29 in qualifying, the best time seen so far are 1 minute 30s. If anybody can hit a 1 minute 29 in qualifying, I'll double my donation for the charity, which I won't disclose the amount currently because I'm still to confirm what the specific amount will be. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. I want people really to give this their best shot and have a good laugh with it. And also, hopefully that'll tire everyone out before we get underway with the races. Smooth roberator. Roberator. Oh, you guys are good. You guys are too good. I think, yes, so we're missing Fen and Moon, and I know Marky Marks isn't here yet. Hey Z, how you doing, matey? Hold up, who's joined? We've got Moon. Oh, that's good. That's got Moon. In fact, I better check whether there's still people trying to add me to their friends. Nope, that's fine. So we've got 13 so far. So we've got me, MDC, I'm missing Mark, but I know about him. Dimco, yep. Get your keyboard and type this, it'll be faster. Yes, I'm having a sort of scramble with all this. Revs, even if you can only get 133s, the good news about this one, and for everyone watching by the way, the starting order of race 1 will be based on qualifying. The starting orders of races 2 and 3 will be based on reverse grid. So whoever finishes last in race 1 starts at the front for race 2 and can defend as hard as they want if they so desire, and the same going into race 3. So that's what mixes this up a bit, and it means the guys who are slower get an opportunity to be a nightmare for the faster guys to have to get past. And Brands Hatch is a notoriously difficult circuit where you've got to run close to everyone in order to get past them. And also with the fact that the cars have been down tuned to 300 horsepower, it means to get an overtake done here, you've got to be right up somebody's trumpet, which is exactly the way BTCC has been over the last 20 years, particularly in the super era of the 90s. And that's exactly why we set the cars up this way, because we want everybody to be as close as possible and have to work for those overtakes. Okay, so Fenn's had to drop out. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, and I was going to do all the start checks and that and voice comms over Discord, but now I remembered that the microphone on my laptop doesn't work, so I've got to do everything by text chat. Oh, I'm a pleb. Doesn't matter. We push through. So I need to scribble out that name. Put a red through that. I think we got everybody. Like for some reason, I'm getting confused here as to I've got 13 people, but I'm missing a couple of people now. I'm missing Marky Marks. I know he's going to be late. But I'm missing one other person, and I can't for the life of me figure out who I'm missing right now. Oh, I know who we're missing. I need to check whether that's KSD Khan. No, he said he was going to be here. Unless I'm going absolutely blind. Honestly, unless I'm going absolutely blind and I can't read anything, that's the only person we're missing other than Marky Marks. So we're going to run. Yeah, so we're missing 2 people at the moment, and one of whom I know is coming. Right, and also this gives me... Okay, I'm just going to quickly get 1 or 2 practice laps in, and then we will get started. We're just going to give those drivers a tiny bit more time to potentially get in. So, can't type with these on. But actually I can. Right, we've got Marky Marks coming, that's good. So Marky will be here, so we are just going to hold fire and make sure that he can get in. So I'm going to get 2 laps quickly out on the circuit. And I will actually, yes, I will need to do a stewards check to make sure everybody is running the correct settings for the car. Oh, right, guys. So question on qualifying. I know I can hit a 130 in qualifying, that's easy enough. As I've said to everybody racing tonight, if we can get someone in the 129s in qualifying, even if it's a 129.999, I will double the donation I'm going to make. So whatever I choose to donate to the charity will be increased by literally ×2. Would you all like me to go for it? So would you like me literally to burn as much fuel as possible in qualifying? Because remember, we're here to have fun. It's not about where you finish, it's about having fun. Would you like me to try and burn every drop of fuel in qualifying and then literally have 1 or 2 laps where I just go for it? Because the tyres will last 5 laps. They will last 5 laps of qualifying here, so we don't have to worry about the tyres at all. But it'll be a big push, effectively. As you can see here, by the way, how much fun you can have with this car set up this way. You can literally just toss it at corners. You don't have to be afraid of it. Brake boards are going to go flying everywhere, probably where people get it wrong, and that's going to be good fun as well. The only corner really is that final corner there. I'll have a look at chat in a second. So I just want to get a warm-up lap in, just so I get a good feel of the circuit. So I've had no time to practice today after writing the ADEX season review. Did my practice last night. We've got 2 minutes to go until we must start our start check, so that way everybody is not held up and can go about their business after tonight's racing. So I appreciate everybody's taking a huge amount of time out of their lives in order to take part. Okay. That's me warmed up. Gloves on, by the way. Welcome, Mark. So. Oh no, there's an... Right, we'll go for the distance, and I wonder if I can block this. Yep, I have banned the bot, so that is resolved. Okay, right. So we have one person left to join. Okay. Yeah, we're missing Khan. That's the only driver we're missing. But otherwise, we have got a full group. In fact, I need to do my stewards checks right now. Throw it around with a handbrake and donate a fiver. You can. You're welcome to. Okay, so I need to do the check on everybody's cars. Everybody is set perfectly. That is good to see. Okay. So it's time for the stock checks. Alright, time for the stock checks. I'm really worried about Khan because I know he said he could make it. I hope he's doing okay. Perhaps he's had something come up or a power cut or something, because it can happen. Okay, everybody should be out on circuit. Okay, and with that, let's do the stock checks. The purpose of this, of course, is to make sure that everybody who is taking part can actually pull off the line. Because it can happen where drivers are literally forced to sit there. And that means that they will need to disconnect and reconnect. Yeah, it's good to see a full grid. It really is. This is really nice to see. And there's Khan! Brilliant! We got him in. Oh. Okay, we have got a driver who can't pull off. We have got 3 drivers unable to pull off. Okay, so that was Marky Marks, El Neil. Who else was it? Okay, we've had some problems. Right. I need to do some typing. Sorry about this. This is why we do stock checks, because everything can go wrong. T1 went well. Yeah, everyone made it through. Nobody died. Please stop killing the brake markers. Yeah, turn 3 is where the madness will commence, because you'll literally see everybody try to come down into one corner. And the problem with so Graham Hill Bend, so turn 3, is that you can't afford to be on the inside, because you're literally turning what is about an 80-degree corner into a 100-degree corner. And if you're on the inside there and you're taking a narrow line, you literally hold everyone up and cause an accident. It's the worst possible corner to overtake on at this circuit. We can change that. Okay, so we've got Marky Marks back in. It's good to see everybody helping out in the race group. It's a great group of people here. Everyone knows the procedure, so everyone's trying to help one another out. We just need Dimko back, or Valiv as we call him. Which no, I'm not saying no. Dimko's Dimko. I'm thinking of somebody else. So in fact, I can use this time to do another stewards check. Yep, everybody is literally as specified. That's great to see. Hey, there he is. Okay. Obviously, we need to wait for Dimko. Okay, we have got everybody in here. Let's do another start check. God help us all. Right, everybody's on track. Fingers crossed, this time it works. I won't put the gloves on for this, don't need them at the moment. It is literally just pull off the line, go one right-hander, then another right-hander, quit. He says. Now I'm glad it's also starting me towards the back, because if anyone gets stuck, I can see who it is. If this doesn't work out, we will do a third one, and then we'll have to get underway with it. So hopefully... Oh, somebody hit the full start. 2 people hit the full start. And we still got El Neil being stuck. That's unfortunate. Okay, everyone quit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. Oh, God, no. Everyone's quitting the lobby. No. That's not what I meant. Oh, oh, shite. It's my bad. It's my bad. Oh, I'm a muppet. It's my bad. It's my bad. And everybody out, except don't all go. Right. We are missing a person. There we go, right. Yeah, so El Neil's the one with the issues. I really would like El Neil to be able to take part. I think it's going to be unfortunate if he can't. I'm conscious, so what we'll do, because it seems to be localized to one player, although because everyone's left and well, a lot of people left and rejoined, the problem now is that may trigger. Who's driving around the wrong way? Let's have a look. That would be Durr, I think. Or Ian. One of the two. No. So the fact that a lot of people sort of left and rejoined may trigger additional Starks, but we will see. Okay, right. Everybody is good to go. We have 15 out of 15. One more time. Fingers crossed, if everybody can pull off, we can go straight to qualifying and all the pain is over. Right. Fingers crossed, everyone. So if it's more than 3 people with Stux, this is going to be horrific. And Anil's still having the problem. That's rough. That really sucks. Pinball physics. That really sucks. Let's try one. That's really unfortunate. And nobody else had any problems. Okay. Yeah, everyone else has launched fine. The problem is, if we restart the lobby... Okay, we have to make a decision here. Yeah, because I'm... Okay, we are going to have to go ahead. So I really want everyone to be able to take part, because it's not fair. But we're now 10 minutes behind schedule, so... Right, let's have a look, see what's been said. Okay, I'll take the decision. We're going to have to go ahead. Given the time. We need to start. Some need to go as soon as this finishes. Are you okay to spectate? Okay. That's fine. We will have to get underway. We will have to get underway. I hate to do this. Okay. Right, folks, here we go. I'm going to get out there in a sec. Right. Right, let's go hunt that lap time, folks. Can somebody in stream time me and when I've got 4 minutes remaining, please, of this session? Or just time me 5 minutes from now and just say up once that 5 minutes has passed. Need to get as much fuel out of the car as possible here. We're going for that donation. You can see everybody's formed a queue up at the back. They all want to try and go for it. Right, let's see if we can do it. Got everybody coming through at the moment. This is not ideal. There you go, Eclipse. It's out of the way. Oh Jesus for revs, that's rough. That's rough. Okay. I think it's time to go. Right, we get 2 laps. We're going all in. Looking good, Revs. Just tame it in a little, mate. You'll get a good lap in. Let's go do this. Not an ideal start to the lap. And somebody's just reset themselves. That's not good. So 130.8 so far. Stay off the line. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Come on. No, not quite. No, gone deep there. Will we get one more? Yeah, we'll get one more after this lap. We've still got 3 minutes remaining. I'm in a drag race with a ghosted car now, that's not good. Well done, Moon, on getting your lap. Right, get one more and then... I think Rich has had a bit of a bad one. Cheers, Rich. Good on you, mate. Right, one lap to go then. Let's go all in. Oh, Khan, look at that. Well done, Khan. He hit the 129s. Look at that. Well done. Right, that's double my donation. Well done to Khan. That is a fantastic lap. Gee whiz, Khan. That is an absolutely absurd lap. That's literally out of nowhere, that. I can't improve on that, but that is a phenomenal lap by Khan. Right, time to park it off circuit. Right, folks, we will need a couple of minutes to get this sorted. Okay, folks, so we're going to need a couple of minutes just to set up who's on pole, etc. So our qualifier on pole is KSD Khan. Then it's myself in P2. Then Dirt in P3. Then the Lerv, Mr. Sweet Lerv, in 4th. Then Rosa in 5th. Then MDC in 6th. Moon, can you do me a favour if you're watching this stream, please? Can you tell me who is in 9th and 10th? Or any of the places you can see under you? I'll need them, of course, in order. Okay, so we've got K2 in 9th. And Dimco in 10th. Can you see anybody else? Okay, no problem. So to fix this, I need to leave, but everyone else needs to stay in. Okay, so what I do is I spectate. Okay, so we've got Clips, then we've got Mark, then we got Revs, And then we've got Taco. And we haven't, unfortunately, got O'Neill. Yep, we got everything. Thank you, Moon. We're all sorted. So we have got everybody done. So the time of day for race 1, the sprint, is 11:30. Right, we need everybody to ready up. I need Khan to ready up. Oh, this is annoying. No. I need him to ready up because I can't set the grid, so he's starting at the front. Go on, Khan. Okay, got to do this. Won't be too long, folks. We're just going to be 1 minute. So, Khan is P1, followed by me, followed by Durr, followed by the Lerb, followed by Rosa, followed by MDC, followed by Ian, followed by Moon, followed by K2, followed by Dimco, followed by Mr. Eclipse, followed by Marky Marks, then that guy Revs, and Taco Cat Bell. Alright, we're good to go for round one. What's up there? No, you weren't, mate. Hold on, grid order. No, that's what I've got. Love, Rosa. Actually, yeah, Durr was in front. Why not? Here we go. Oh, sorry, Roz. Right, gloves on. Calm with the rough start. Looks like everyone's made it through. Come on, let's get the run on him. He's had a really good run out of Surtees. Let's get away from the German behind. Right, I know where Khan's weak. Right, I know where he's weak. Whoa. I think he's playing a little bit of shenanigans. He's trying to back me up into the... Good racing, it's good racing. Right, let's focus on making that attack again. I've got to defend now. I've got to park it on the apex, mate. Sorry. I think he's going to go for a lunge in a minute. That's where Khan's weak. Right, if Durr's all up my backside again on the next lap, I'm going to let him through and let him chase. Because we're catching Khan really quickly here, and I don't want us to lose the run. But at the same time, I don't want to be I don't want to lose a potential run at second. I'm going to let him through. I'm going to let him through. If he's close enough. It's all yours if you want it, mate. And he spun. Oh no, he hit the curb. Alright, I've got to chase down Khan now. I've got to chase down the American. That's really unfortunate for Durst spinning. That's why we have 3 races. But Khan's a very fast driver on a single lap, so I've got to be wary of that. We don't want to do any more of those. Yeah, pushing it too hard now. Calm it down, calm it down. Guys behind the catching now as well, that's the problem. Gaining on him. It's already at 130. Come on, front end, just bite a little harder, come on. We're hunting him, come on. Gone wide, he's gone wide on angle. Come on. Come on, he's struggling. He's abused those tyres. He's off. Oh, jeez. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a disaster. That is a... Whoa. I've got to try and get the car back. Oh, that was mad. Is what it is. He had an off, and there was a bit of an accident. It's all fun, love and games. I'm not expecting him to give it back. That's why there's 3 races. Looks like we've got a lot more work to do now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's work our way up the field. For those who've just tuned in, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. We're in race 1 at the moment, halfway through race 1. We were in second, about to take first, but then there was an accident between myself and the race leader, KSD Khan. Oh, careful, Dimco. That's going to be rough. And that might be a penalty for me, because I just cut my braking point in half. I've got to remember the marshals on that corner. See if we can get back up into... Well, won't be able to get third now. Third's too far away, but we can get fourth. Gonna have to get a good launch here. There it is. Spinning off. We've got yellow flags up ahead. Oh, it's Taco. Steady, Ian. Right, come on, let's get Lerb. Lerb's a great battler, so I've got to be careful with him. Didn't need to do that upshift there. Closing on the leader very gradually. It's all good fun. Yeah, I'm not, as I say, I'm not going to steward this heavily. Thanks, Lerb. That was compliant, mate. That was very compliant. Good racing, and now you're over the back of me, mate. Woo! To be fair, if we'd both gone off there and there'd been contact, oh no, look, no! Oh, he held on to it. He held on to it. Now, to be fair, if there'd been contact there or anything, that would have been 100% my fault. 'Cause you don't overtake like that. You have to expect the other driver to give way, and Lerb did. Oh, it's a bit of argy-bargy here. Get a move on, Khan. Come on. We've got a race winner. Chase it. I'm going to have the drag on MDC up to Hawthorns. All tyres are starting to go. That front left is shattered. That front left is shattered. I've had to work the tyres really hard in this one. Right, we've got a lap to try and get Khan and close MDC. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we'll stick with P3 here, folks. It's been a good opening race, though. And congrats to MDC if he brings this home. I mean, he's going to be a surprise win, but that's what happens in BTCC. You get all different sorts of winners. Yeah, I can't overcook it. Tyres are too heavily cooked. And I don't know why I lean into the corners, but it helps. Khan's really turned on the speed. I think he senses he could put MDC under pressure at the end here. Because he's within a second of him. In fact, he's within 8 tenths already. I can't look to the move on the inside there. Cheeky there. Sort of poking his nose in the door. Might go for a lunge on the final corner, otherwise it's going to be MDC, so long as he defends it. He's got to be careful though, because if Khan's going for that lunge. Oh dear. We'll take that win. Yeah! Whew. Whew. That was crazy. There's going to be oh man. Alright, we just got to sort out what happened at the end there. So Khan's saying that MDC deserved the win. So what I'm going to do to meet a middle ground, I'm going to give MDC second because of how it's finished. Sorry, I'm going to give MDC the place that Khan got. So if MDC's finished behind Khan, MDC will get that place. I think that's the only fair way, because otherwise you're trying to sort of predict how the race would have played out if different things had happened. So, okay. So I just need to save the replay, so we've got that on record. Okay, so if anybody's watching and wants to take a quick break. Okay, so Khan came second with Rosa behind. So what I'm going to do... Because otherwise, what we're going to have to do is we're going to say, because Rosa effectively comes second because of all this. And I don't want to be unfair to Rosa, who ran a good race. So we will take the provisional results for now. So I'm just making notes of them. That's why you can see them up on the board there. P7 was Eclipse. Dimco was P8. P9 was Marky. And then P10 was Moon. Getting a point. And then Ian was P... Oh, hold on. Something happened. I think someone's left. We will find out very soon. I hope everything's okay and it's just somebody perhaps having some issues. Alrighty, yep, we're just going to fill stuff in. So we're not going to be long. Still putting the results in. Sorry, folks, this will take a little bit of time. Just have a bit of patience because I've also got to go to the toilet after this because I am absolutely busting. Okay, so we're going to flip that grid upside down for race 2. I just need to be RB. So we have got the... Okay, I'm just going to get the grid set up and then I'm going to take a quick sip of water and we will get her underway. Okay, so race settings, edit event settings. It is the 20 lapper now. Everything else is okay. We've got the softs and the medium. Oh, and we also need to change the time of day because, you know, time moves on. So now it is... We don't have a 1400. Okay, we... Okay, so I'm going to go set the grid now, and then unless anyone's got any burning concerns, we will get underway. So, our pole, we're missing a driver. That is Khan, but he will be starting last, so that's fine. I can set this for the time being. So we have Taco on pole, Revs P2, K2, P3, Ian P4, Name of the Moon P5, Marky Marks. Oh god, laptop's acting up now. No, don't do that. I'll go off. Okay, we've done Moon. So Moon is P5. Marky Marks is P6. Then Dimco is P7. Eclipse is P8. Then Dirt is P9. And then Lurb is P10. Khan, when he readies up, will be P11. Sorry, he won't be starting last. And then it's MDC, then Rosa, then myself. Okay, so Khan is starting P10. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So, I'm gonna start on the soft and then switch to the medium. I'm going to try and charge at them all effectively. Just make sure the grid hasn't suddenly changed. So we've got Taco, Revs, K2, Ian, Moon, Marky, Dimco, Eclipse, Lurb, and... Sorry, I need to change those two around. It was Dirt, then Lurb, then Khan, then MDC, Rosa. Okay. Unless anyone's quickly screaming. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, race 2. Thank you, Ghost. Let's do it. I didn't have a drink, so I'm going to sweat. Right, I'm starting right at the back in this one. Enjoy it, folks. Enjoy this one, honestly. This will be really crazy because we've got the slower guys right at the front and they could prove troublesome. No, okay, sorry, can't. I've got to back out of that. Run the car in fuel mode 3 for a bit. Oh, geez, it is carnage at Brands today, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's go. I've got somebody on my inside. I think it's Rosa. Yeah, Rosa's got me inside. Oh, he's backed out of it. He's backed out of it. Oh, geez, that's a lot of cars. Jeez. Punch hole, punch hole. Hey, Opal. Even though you're late. Oh, sugar, I haven't put my gloves on. Whoops. Can't have that. Oh, he's gone deep. Gonna use these guys to do a bit of fuel saving. Pull me along, gentlemen, pull me along. I won't be able to put my gloves on until I get to the pits. I know there was something we were missing. We've got the balaclava on, no, that's the key thing. Oh, hold on, there's a bit of contact, there's a bit of contact. Oh dear, there's a track limit cut. Christ, you can run so close to the back of people. Oh no, Dur's had a rough one. I think he's going to try and burn that penalty. Yep. Good on him, good on him. He hooked it. He hooked it on the apex. So that way he didn't block us from going around the outside. That's good on Dur. Really clean driving. Come on, love, get a move on. Go, just go around the corner, mate. There was a bit of contact, but I think it was all fair. There's a tiny little bump. Oh, Jesus, no, that's not good. Oh, well. I'll stay over to the left, let MDC through. That was going really well. Lerb just brakes a lot earlier than me, I've got to get used to that. Right, we're chasing MDC again. It's got to be careful of that grass. Ain't nobody killed the one board yet. Oh, Lerb's in off of the softs. Really early. Perhaps he's going for a surprise. Oh, hold on. Can't spin it. Woo! Right, we're chasing down our good friend. And then we've got to chase down the Brit known as Marky Marks and the Dane known as Ian. It's not much of a gap, it's 5 seconds and closing very gradually. Ooh, I'm pushing. The thing is, if we can finish on the podium here, that'll set us up really nicely for race 3. Which will be the Ballast Race. And if I'm on the podium, I think that'll mean that I've got the highest point score of everyone, so I'm going to have the heaviest car. But anyway, let's focus. Let's knuckle down. Dur's really kicking up her steam. I know I can go 13 laps before needing to refuel. And I'll make these softs last 13 laps. Oh, Eclipse has retired? Or had to quit? That's rough. Or had a disconnect? I'm very sorry to hear that. Hope everything's okay with him. If he's around, it's been a disconnect, we'll try and get him back in for race 3. There is up into P2. I've got to get closer. Alright, he's disconnected. I'm sorry to hear that. We will try and get him back in for race number 3. Obviously, we're over 25... Well, sorry, we're at 20% distance now, so we can't really restart it because it'd be unfair on everyone. But we will get him in for race 3. That's a promise. You can let him know that, Chronic, please, if you've got the capacity to. And we'll get him in. And what it'll mean is that whilst he won't have scored any points here, he'll be right up the front for the final race of the night. And hopefully he can have a cracker there. I hope all of you watching at the moment are having a good time. So I'll tell you one thing, I'm really happy I've got this arranged. I really am. But we'll focus. I think what I might do next time. Alright, cheers, Chronic. Much appreciated, buddy. I think what I'll try and do next time, if I run one of these, is I'll try and add some more cars. So I did do a load of testing with the Ford Mustang, but I had some problems with the weight adjustment on it. But I didn't have enough time at the time to really investigate it more. But you never say never. Ian's doing a very good job of holding Dur. I think Dur's on mediums. Getting some PlayStation notifications. Don't worry about those if they come up on screen. Just going to chase after Marky Marks. If we can't get past him easily, we will use him to fuel save. Oh, there's something gone wrong up ahead, because it looks like the German is into the lead. Khan is on a charge. Flipping heck. You don't get any points for fastest lap, but that is a scary fastest lap. I'm not going to lie, folks, I thought I was going to hit the back of Marky Marks then. I don't know about you. Jesus Christ. He's keeping it in, so I've got to give him the space on the inside. Good defending by Marky Marks, just a bit later on the brakes. That was good racing. That was good, clean racing. Can't let Dur run away. That's the problem, because if he's on mediums, I need to suffocate his stint as much as I possibly can. Although if he's on mediums, that means he'll pit soon. Ian's going to be difficult to get past, but we'll try. I don't know Ian. Never raced against him or with him before, so I've got to assume that he's going to be difficult to get past. I can't just assume that he's going to be an easy pass. That's not fair on anyone. Come on, Paul. Pull in. There you go. How are we doing for fuel? 6 laps. Cool. He's lifting through there. He's not braking, he's lifting. That is really impressive. Feeling that dirty air though, it's pulling the front of the car now. Ooh, jeez, that's not good. Opens me up though. Yeah, he's rejoined safely, he's okay, it's good to see. Means I don't have any fuel saving now. So the question is, do I let Durr run? Yeah, I let him run. I let him run. I don't try and hound him down. Let's just be smart. Let's race this smart. So even if I get P2, P2 will be fantastic. I've already had 1 win tonight. Scenario 7, yep. We're going to plan S. It's plan Spinala. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I've almost spun out already in this race. I'm very lucky I didn't spin it going into Surtees. This is James. Love it. This is James. We're going to have to ask you to pit. No, he'll want the win. He'll want the win. It's no disrespect to him. It's what he loves. He loves being up front and winning. It means a lot. He's a very good driver, honestly. You're right there, Martin. I believe you're Eclipse. I'm sorry to see you disconnect, mate. We will get you back in. We will get you back in, though, for race 3. Yeah, if he's... Somebody else has just left. Oh, no, that's Martin rejoining. That's fair enough. Sorry, Eclipse rejoining. That was a really bad Surtees. I'm gaining on him very gradually, but again, he may be doing a different strategy to me because I'm really working the car here to get to this point. The good news is I've got a huge gap to the guys behind, so I can choose when I want to pit. The only problem is he'll know that, so he'll want to be... Oh, he's picked up a half-second penalty for probably cutting the limits there on the entry curb. We've got a lapped car coming up. He's burning off his penalty now, so I will gain a bit. Not much, I will gain. Taco Cat's not having the easiest of evenings, but to be fair, it's all about the spirit of taking part. That's the key thing. It's good to see him here. Front left is really, really achy. Right, I'm in his slip. This is important now. This will enable me just to save a tiny bit of fuel. So I don't really want to fight him right now. Just keep in the background. Let's just stay in the background, keep the pressure on. Mad just picked up a track limited penalty there. I want to make him work. I'm sorry to hear that, Moon. That's really unfortunate, but I hope you're alright. We'll get you back for round 3. How many more laps have I got of fuel? 2. Come on. We're gaining. Sorry, man, I have to look when I'm in the pits or something. I can't read it right now. Alright, he's pitting. He was on softs. Oh, that's going to be rough. And he's got a lot more fuel left. A lot more fuel. He's been fuel saving. That wily son of a devil. Well driven. He's going to come out in front of me easily. Now you know why I was catching up to him so quickly at the end. He was running the car in a fuel saving strat. So I've not got anywhere near the fuel he's got. I've got 20% less. That would be fair. We've run these mediums really, these softs really deep into the race. As long as we don't make any silly mistakes now. We'll definitely be on that podium. Ah, that doesn't sound good, no. Right, medium's on. Right. This sucks. Come on, get the fuel in the car. I want to be back out in front. Oh, he's going to be out in front by miles. He's played a blinder, duh. He's played a blinder. Right, I've got 6 seconds to try and close in 7 laps. Or 6 laps by the time I get this lap out of the way and the tyres up to 10. Remember, he's had 1 extra lap on his tyres. But mediums will last pretty much the whole 20 laps. And he'll know that. So he's going to work his mediums hard now. We don't have that rotational grip. I've been played like a damn fiddle. Ooh! Metal Gear Solid memes, for those wondering. You've got a nice gap to P3, so that's fine. Oh, God damn it. Such a lust for revenge. This is Snake. He kept you waiting, huh? I didn't think you thought so. This is P-Quad. Right, anyway, focus. We've still got a few laps to go. As much as I'd like to, over the next 6 laps, discuss memes. The memes, Jack! Just got to keep my foot in it in case he makes mistakes. This is his race to lose now. Yeah, he's pulling away. He's managed this really well. Also, what I think he's done, he's put a lot of practice on the mediums in terms of knowing how they handle. So I mean, I've put my practice in on the softs. Just literally tossing them at the circuit to see what would happen. So we're matching each other for lap times at this point, but I don't know if that's him matching me or me matching him, if that makes sense. Hi, Grass. And I took on way too much fuel in the pits, I've just realised. Not that it would have mattered. Hey, Ian's still holding on to third. We could see the dear Ian coming third in this race. We've got a huge pack of cars running close together further down the field. If you look at the map, just coming over Paddock Hill Bend, so turn 1 now, I think you've got about 6 cars all running within close proximity of one another. Close proximity in this case being defined as 6 seconds from the head of the fleet to the rear. So you could see some chop and change yet. Yeah, if somebody could get on the phone to Durr and say it's Toto and that they want him to retire the car, I'd be grateful. But no, in all seriousness, no, well done to him. He has played us perfectly. And it's also a throwback to when he beat me in the 2-hour endurance event at Blue Moon Bay. Or in his BMW, and I was in the Alpha 4C and he just led the way. He dominated everyone. Yeah, front left is starting to wear. Guy in the pits coming out. Oh dear, somebody's had an off at 30s. That's disconcerting for the one board, because I used that one board as a reference marker. Right. Don't bin it. Gonna turn the wick down a little bit now. Just keep him within about 8 seconds. in case he has to make an emergency pit stop or something. Oh, let's turn the wick down. Take second. The thing was in that race, Martin, not going too far away from this one because the focus is on this, of course, tonight. I just didn't have the straight line speed at Blue Moon Bay Infield 8. The tyre life, I agree with you entirely. Tyres were phenomenal on the car, but I could not stay within his slipstream. I got interrupted by a Chevrolet driver who put himself between us. And then because I lost the slipstream to Durr, where I could have probably held with him for quite a few laps, it meant that I had to turn my strategy into one where I was battling for the win to one where I was guaranteeing myself second and then trying to chase the win. And it also didn't help that with 45 minutes to go, I spun out, had a really bad spin, and well, relegated myself to second for the rest of the race. But it was a good one. And we did get to see the 4C really going. The guys who were live commentating were shocked that the 4C, the weakest car, or one of the weakest cars in the group for the straight line speed, was able to really take the fight. I'm looking forward to the next 2-hour endurance event, which is next Saturday, where we're all running Mazda touring cars. Mazda Roadsters, so MX-5s, I should say. Anyway, enough of that. Coming back to this. So I've got to concentrate for this little section. So I do not want to go sideways onto the grass like I did in practice last night. So sorry for El Neil. So he put a lot of practice in last night and he was really strong as well, and he's just missed out on this because of lobby issues. Never mind. Even revs. Probably catch him at the end of the lap. I'm hopeful that Gran just takes his foot off the throttle a bit now and calms it down, because honestly he deserves this win. I hope he doesn't bin it. And obviously it's great for me if he bins it, but I don't want to see him bin it. It would upset me. That sounds weird, but he's a good guy. Okay, 1 lap to go. Let's bring it home. Yeah, we fueled up way too much. Got Lerb coming in. He tried to go for the double, the 2-stop. Well, no, he ran out of fuel by the looks of things. He's had to take on literally a lap of fuel. Oh, poor Lerb. Ian's holding on to third. I mean, the gaps are so spread out, I can't tell you on the minimap who's who anymore. But, well done to Durr. Well done to him. He deserves that win. I'll take P2. And Ian brought it home P3. Well done to Ian, because he started quite close to the front. Yeah, he started 4th. So for him to come home P3, that is great. That's good to see. The reverse grid mixing it up a bit. Khan in 4th. Well done to Khan. It's quite close on that midfield. There wasn't much of a gap. And we need to put a couple people in for DNFs, but we'll do that in a bit. And we've got Lerb in P7. So in P8. My eyesight's going terrible. Rosa was P5. Then it was Dimco. Then it was Marky. And then it was Lerb. We're just waiting for things to wrap up. There we go. We've got confirmation. Just let everyone know they've got a 5-minute break. Save the replay as well. Make sure we've got a copy of that. Whew, that was... Right, let's get the rest of the results down whilst we've got a moment. So MDC coming 9th. Then we had Mr. K2. And then Revs. And then Taco. Okay, so that is our order. Oh, what what's up with Khan? Sorry, folks. What's happened with Khan's car? Oh, Jesus. Well, I can't... Hold on, let's have a look at... Because it will say who's ready. It says his weight's correct. You know what? I'm not going to look into it too much because, honestly, yeah, we could do all the... Right, okay. Right, what we'll do... Martin, can you share that picture with me via a direct message on Discord, please, so I can see it? Or you've shared it there, that's fine. It's okay. Okay, I will have to disqualify you for race day because of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, to be fair to everyone, is I'm going to disqualify Khan just for race 2 because I didn't see race 1, so I can't comment on that, and I don't want to cause problems because I really don't want to get an argument out of this. And he's owned up to it immediately. He said it's a dumbass moment from him, so we're going to disqualify his result. Okay, I can't do anything about round one and qualifying because I can't do anything about because that's too far back now. Right, right, I don't want to. Okay, race 3 is 10 laps. Right, to calm this down. Tell you what we're gonna do. Okay, we'll get that sorted shortly. Okay, so ballast. Let's get this sorted. Yep, we're gonna have Khan starting last. For the final race, you will be starting last. Can you please set your weight to... Right, we're going to also have him run the full ballast because of how this has played out. I hope... So I'm going to set my weight first to make sure I've got it. Okay, then we have got... Rosa and to 103%. MDC and Ian to 102%. So Lerb should be that, and then a hunt. Okay, that should cure everything. I'm using the combined scores of races 1 and 2, but what I've done, because Khan appears to have used the wrong weight setting for every session, I have disqualified him from race 2. I've ignored him in terms of the scoring and told him he will have the same ballast as me and he will be starting at the back. So the idea is that he will now have to essentially cut through the field like I have. And that is the way I'm going to run it. So we're now going to set the time of day to 17. Well, I don't know why it's giving me. Oh, I forgot to change those. That's fine. That's fine. To 2030, and it is 10 laps. And this will be the final race. I'm very sorry about the. Yeah, nobody should be expected to run out of fuel in this one. Let's check everybody's weight. So we should have Ian, yep, that's 101. Plus there was also Dimco, 101. We've got Dirt with 1,405, so that's 103. Khan and myself both sitting on the big number. We are missing a driver with 1,405. Or is my... Oh, no, it's Rosa. My apologies. Yep, we have got everybody set. We've got Lerb and MDC. Yep, we are good. I need to let everyone know softs only. Right, let's set that grid. And remember, it's reverse grid from the previous race. So, that means we've Khan disqualified and set to the back, which I will do immediately. It's then myself, followed by Durr, followed by Ian, followed by, so not Khan, ignore that, Rosa, wherever the donkey is, Dimco, then we've got Marky Marks, then we've got Lerb, then MDC, and then we've got K2, then we've got Revs, and then we've got Taco, Moon, and then Eclipse on pole. All right, I'm just going to quickly pop to the loo, folks. Alrighty, I'm back, folks. Let's go. Yeah, the drink is working. Oh, I'm shattered, in all honesty. Right, here we go, folks. The Ballast Race. This is going to be mayhem. Wait, what? What happened to Lerb? Oh, goodness sake. Sorry about this. Oh, Jesus. Right, let's make sure that grid's set. Attempt 2. Right. Oh, yeah, you're right, Z, you're right. Yeah, everyone's been set. Everyone's been set. We're going. We're set. Let's do this. Come on. Please, just work, GT Sport, please. We're going on this one. Right, everybody's there. It's an even number of cars. We're good. We're good. Oh, sugar, I need to put the gloves back on. Gloves are on. Gloves are on. Oh, whoa. We had some full starters. Oh, no, that's my bad, that's my bad, that's my bad. I sent him flying. If he goes off, I will let him come back. There we go. So for those wondering, what does the ballast change do exactly? So extra weight in the car will mean that I get extra tyre wear. And because my car's the heaviest as well, watch on the straights here, I will struggle to catch them even in slipstream now. So I've got to drive even harder. And also on the corners, as you're going to see, it's going to drift. Well, that was a bit of a disaster. Marky Marks has pulled out. Never mind, never mind. I've got a lot of work to do now to catch up. We've had Marky Marks retire. It's unfortunate. I think there might be a bit of an offline discussion between a couple of drivers about driving fairly. But you know what? We're still here. We're not going to give up. I'm going to try and get back to that podium. I can do it. So the thing is, there's going to be a lot of fighting up ahead, and the ballast means that it's going to be closer. Whoa, no, it's gone. The car's gone. Whoa. Stay over to the left, stay over to the left. Yeah, there's a bit of animosity in the Discord at the moment, but I won't talk about that. I've got to do it all again now. I need to try and get up the field. I've got 7 laps to try and get to 4th. Got to be smarter with the car. Now I'm gonna manage the car, try and get it home in 4th. If I can get it home in 4th, well, I don't even need that, but we're gonna go for 4th because if I can get that, it guarantees that I've won the little competition, and then it'll feel like a good end today. Of course, all the money being raised for charity is what matters. And there may have been some fishy goings on with regards to that fastest lap at the start. But regardless, I'm still going to double my input anyway. But I need to get in the points. I'm gaining on Dimco here. Need to find a way past. See the difference though with that weight? It's really holding me back. So I had the better launch, right? But watching the drag race, he's outrunning me now. And we're both revving it out. Which is why I'm going for the cutback. Oh, careful, Khan. Careful. Oh, Jesus. We're going to try going around the outside. We're going to do this. Going for that cutback. I'm on your inside, buddy. I'm going to park her right in the middle of the circuit. That's 3 points. I need some more points if I can. Just clear the guys behind and focus on moving up. We've got 4 laps. God, my legs are killing me now. I think we can probably catch up to 6th. But that weight, look at the tyres by the way, folks. Remember how clean they were after 10 laps on race 1? Look at my tyres now. Oh no, Durr's up into 3rd. That's not all. There's been an accident. My main rival here is Dirt in terms of winning. But that gap to the guys in front is huge. But they're fighting a lot. They're fighting a lot. And somebody spun out. Somebody spun out. Okay. Okay. Yep. Cheers. Sorry, Rev. Staying to the right there. Right, one more place. And I am having fun, folks, by the way. I'm just a bit competitive and I'd like to win this. I win the event. We're gaining. He's up in a P2 now, so I've got to get P5. Durr is going like a flipping monster. But I am too, pal. Three laps to go, come on. It's been an accident. That's Lerb spun out. Hope Revs is okay, because I've just seen he's left the room. Come on. Alrighty, mate. I'm sorry to hear you timed out. I apologise for a bit emotionless right now. I'm really having to try. This is one thing I haven't practiced for, by the way, the ballast. I literally did the test for the ballast 3 months ago. I haven't practiced driving the car at 104%. It's a flipping brick. Christ, it even locks up me earlier. Yeah, front left is gone. I'm losing time on it. But I've got to hope these two fight. It's 3 seconds in a lap. I can't do that. Not unless they really fight on the final lap. Which they could. I think Durr's got past Eclipse. I'm gonna throw the kitchen sink at it. I'll settle for P6. I'll settle for P6. That was tough. That was really tough. Whew. 10, 9, 8, 7, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I think Durr's done it, folks. I think he's pipped us to the event win by a point. Oh. But it was good. Whew. Oh, jeez. That was good. That was good. I'm going to take the mask off now. Be right back. All right. Whew. Right, well, I think some people are going to drop off. Oh. Right, so that is the event. There won't be any King of the Carts. Oh man, but it's been good. Oh, well, what an event. What a brilliant event. And so far, we have raised, if I just take a look, and I have saved the replay. Let's see how much money we've raised so far for the hospice. We have raised £198 so far. So I was going to put in £20, but given, well, we'll forget about the illegal fast lap that Khan set. Given it was great fun, everybody turned up, everyone was in good spirits all the way through. I'm going to double it because I picked up a race win and it was great fun. I'm going to double my donation to £40. And I think there's a couple other donations still due to come in. So I'll announce the final donation tally at the end of the week because that's when I'll send it to the hospice on Just Giving. And if anyone still wants to put in donations, you are very welcome to. But it has been an absolute pleasure hosting this event. And it's, as I say, it's been good fun. Great to see everybody turn up. And hopefully, through our input, we can all do something great together as we have. And we can continue to do so in future events. But thank you all for tuning in. And I wish you all a lovely night. Honestly. If my dad was alive right now to see the work that everybody's done here, I think even it would bring him, someone who never used to cry, I think it would bring him to tears to see everyone racing as happily as they have. But have a good night, folks. Stay safe, stay well, stay awesome.